The Ohio and Erie Canal was constructed in the early 1800s to connect Lake Erie to the Ohio River. Eventually, the system connected to canals in Pennsylvania and other parts of Ohio. The canal carried freight traffic from 1827 to 1861, and then freight traffic rapidly diminished due to the construction of railroads. From 1862 to 1913, the canal served as a water source to industries and towns. In 1913, much of the canal system was abandoned after critical sections were destroyed by severe flooding. The historical reenactment here takes place in 1876, the year the banana arrived in the United States. The location is Lock 44 in Grand Rapids, Ohio. As the tourists wait in the warm afternoon sun of July, one crew member looks on. We all await the docking of the Volunteer, a replica of a canal boat from the 1800s. Well, there she is, coming about and sliding up to the dock. It is time to hook up the mules, Sal and May, and head towards Cincinnati. The long line drags in the water, finally pulling tight, and we are underway. We have a crew of 3. Bessie, the ample one, Kate, the nimble one, and Jake, the lazy one. We hardly ever see him. Bessie drones on about old times and how to make muskrat soup. She explains how to keep the thunder bucket apart from the water bucket, how to soak hardtack to make it edible, and how the women sleep in one end of the boat and the men and hogs in the other. Before long, we come to the first low bridge where Jake is forced from his resting position on the top deck. He looks like he had a tough night at the tavern. As we approach the first lock, I'm surprised to see how narrow it is. The boat will barely fit. The mules are unhooked and move ahead to wait on the other side. Bessie and Kate hop right to the work, easing the boat into the lock. The water holds the gate shut tight, but when the ladies open the valves, the water rushes in and the boat rises. As the levels equalize, the water's calm, and the lady mules pull the boat ahead. Finally, the mules are hooked up again, and the mule skinner urges them on. The rope slashes through the water and pulls tight. The boat eases out of the lock silently, like a frigate on the wind. Leaving Lock 44, we ease alongside the Ludwig Mill. On the return trip, the boat will stop for a while and we can explore its 5 stories and many machines. Part of the mill is devoted to sawing logs with a large circular saw. Other parts of the mill grind grain into many kinds of flour. And still another part of the mill runs a wool carding business.
I've got an old mule and her name is Sal, 15 years on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal, 15 years on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in...
The tourists are animated and excited to have just made their first locking through. The mules proceed in the same fashion. We go a short distance without event, and the crew brings the longboat about. It's a tight fit. I understand a fine used to be in order if your boat blocked the waterway from trying to turn in a too tight space. And so we are headed downstream, back to Lock 44.
I've got an old mule and her name is Sal, 15 years on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal, 15 years on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal and hay, and every inch of the way I know, from Albany to Buffalo. Low bridge, everybody down. Low bridge, we must be getting near a town. You can always tell your neighbor, you can always tell your pal, if he's ever navigated on the Erie Canal. We better look round for a job, old gal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. You bet your life I wouldn't part with Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. Get up there, gal, we passed that lock. We'll make room for 6 o'clock. One more trip and then we'll go right straight back to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we must be getting near a town. You can always tell your neighbor, you can always tell your pal, if he's ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Soon everyone will sing about my old Sal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. It's a catchy ditty about my old pal. 15 years on the Erie Canal. Oh, every band will play it soon. Don Fool words and Don Fool tune. You'll hear it sung everywhere you go, from Mexico to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down.